Every single day, 90 Americans die from an overdose on opioids, including prescription pain pills, heroin, and fentanyl. Local 4 is dedicated to bringing you in-depth coverage of Opioid Nation, an American epidemic, bringing you stories of how this crisis is impacting so many in our community. 1 in 3 families feels the pain of this opioid epidemic. Now, parents are doing what they can to help keep others from suffering like they have. As a volunteer, Angel Vicki King keeps her Hope Not Handcuffs t-shirt in her car at the ready.
What we do is through police departments, we help people with problems with addictions. They can come into a police department, they can call one of us angels, and we'll come out. No incarceration, no nothing, no questions asked. We will make the calls and get them placement and the treatment they're looking for.
Hope Not Handcuffs was started by Families Against Narcotics, fan partners with law enforcement and community organizations to get addicts into recovery. Vicki volunteers in memory of her son Jeff, who died from a heroin overdose.
It's very fulfilling. I feel really good about it. And the first couple times I did it, I went back to my car and had a good cry, you know, because I can empathize with what they're going through, because with my son I can understand all that.
I come from a typical all-American family. Not divorced, no strife in the family. Soccer coach, did all the right things. My son became an opioid addict.
John Matarella's son, Anthony, became addicted to prescription pain pills after an injury, then heroin. Thankfully, his son is now in recovery.
Teaching the general public how to use Narcan is very important in saving our loved one's life.
John is a nurse anesthetist. He volunteers his time to teach people how to save an addict's life if they overdose. Through FAN, he teaches free classes on how to use Narcan nasal spray.
This is one thing that we can do to save our loved ones.
Both Vicki and John using their experience with the opioid crisis to help others.
It can be anybody. There's no stigma anymore. And people got to get that in their heads. There's not a stigma. It could be anybody. It could be your father. It could be your father. It could be anybody. Anybody. Your best friend. It could be anybody.
Local 4 has teamed up with several community organizations to shine a spotlight on this opioid crisis. So make sure to join us all day next Wednesday, September 6th, for our special coverage, Opioid Nation, an American Epidemic. We'll have stories tackling this topic on every newscast and phone banks with experts prepared to answer your questions. It's all leading up to a primetime special live at 10 p.m. next Wednesday, taking an in-depth look at opioid addiction.